Greetings and salutations, my name's JW608 and today I am playing Starmade. And let me slow down and stop and show off the ship I'm in. This, I'm calling it a civilian runner. Ooh, I have empty, my blocks are identifix, okay, ignore those. It's powered by a 3x3 by 6 reactor. No, it's not. Oh, I thought this one had a 3x3 by 6. Nope, this one has just a regular old 3x3x3. And a 3x3x3 power block. And 2 Speed Demon rockets. And I also have medicine cabinet that I deleted. And a locker with a single cargo block. Huh, I thought I put a 3x3x3 in here. Huh. Or 3x3x6. Anyway, I threw it together real quick. Now it has holes in it. So it's easy to build these things. And it works reasonably well, and I'm calling a civilian ship, no weapons or anything. Sort of like a little, I guess, a runabout. Something you go down to the local used spaceship dealer to purchase. Anyway, that's not what I'm going to work with today. I just wanted to show it off. Today, I want to go back to thrusters. Because I believe it was Alabaster Jazz who asked a question. What if you did independently powered modules? So, I'm going to hit every button on my keyboard until I realize what I'm trying to do. I'm going to choose power reactor. I'm calling them ZS's. The 3x3x3, the efficient one. I'm going to plop one of those down. And it provides 2050 power. I think you get the one just for being a ship. So I went to the wiki. Actually, I first started just putting things down and removing modules or blocks to see where the power is. So right there, let's see, thrust power consumption 200. Until I got up to the number. Then I thought, it was probably not the most efficient way to do this. So then, I went to the wiki. I think the wiki needs some updating, because some of my calculations didn't come out right. Or my math's just bad. Anyway, and I did some math, and I figured out, according to my calculations, one of these should support 61 thruster modules. That's 9, 18, I'm going to call it 10, 11, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, there's thruster. Thrust power consumption is at 2000. It'll take 2051, so that was right. So one of these 3x3x3s, the efficient ones, the most efficient ones, can power 61 thruster modules without the power ever actually dipping. See how it's on the top right there, the blue bar, how the 100 is going between 100 and 99 so fast it's glitching. Well, not glitching, but it looks like it's glitching. And also I'm doing 274 peak power, but I'm recharging my power fast enough that I'm not losing anything. So this, I'm going to call this an independently powered thruster module thing. And for good measure, I'm going to fill in these empty spots. There shouldn't be one on the inside. With capacitors, capacitors, because you can always use capacitors. And yes, I know they aren't touching each other and they don't get the bonus, but I'm doing this to fill space, not necessarily to min-max power at this point. And we can just throw those are advanced. I wanted standard. And We can throw a skin on it and call it an independent module. Alright, now there's some thoughts I had about having these independent or self-powered modules. First of all, with the reactor not attached to the main reactor, I'm going to be wasting space, I believe. So I won't get any of the bonuses for being attached to well, anything else. So that's going to be a problem. Well, not necessarily a problem. It's something to think about. It's going to take up more space than pulling from the main power supply. So I need to think about that if I decide to use these. But some pros for it is that by building it into this module, I know this module will run without draining the power of anything else. So I know I can just stick this on a ship and not have to worry about, oh, is the main reactor big enough? Do I need to add more modules? Anything of that nature. Because that'll all be taken care of for me. So that's one thing. Another thing I thought about is if there was any sort of damage. A nuke hits my main reactor on my ship and takes out all those reactor cores. And my main reactor is reduced by 20%. That still means I have reactors in my thrusters, so I can still move around and whatnot. So I guess uses it as sort of a backup system. So that's a good pro for it. Let's see, I want these to be a little further out. So as not a secondary, but a backup, just in case something happens. I have independent systems. Let's see, do I want that to be come down like so? No, I want it to, yeah, like that. What am I saying? No, that's not it. Independent system. So it'll be an independent system, so I can sort of use it like a backup. Just in case things happen, something explodes, I'll be sure I can drive or fly away anyway. Let's see. So that's a pro for it, even though it won't be part of the main reactor system. Looks like I took out a reactor there, or thruster there. Okay. We're good now. So I'm still considering it, and the pros and cons. And while I'm talking, I'm using the wrong blocks. Okay. And let's make this just a little more attractive. No. Where is you? I could set the other symmetry so it all lines up nicely, but that would have required forethought. There. And those are standard, yeah, okay. Working in the shadows sometimes is a little interesting. And I don't have a star in this. I'm not in a. Oh, cool. I'm outside the galaxy. Not by much, though. Okay. That explains why I don't have a star. Alright. So we have just a simple little module. Let's make it a little prettier. Let's see. So let's get rid of this whole top thing then. And that's regular hull. I don't want regular hull. See in that there? No. Okay. Let's spin him around. Oh! Getting carried away there. How's that? I'm not sure about that. Maybe just the middle for that pattern. Little spiky thing. No, I don't like that either. Come on. No. Huh, actually I kinda like that. Sort of a little spiky pattern on the top. Anyway, so I know this module. I know if I were to put it on a ship, I guarantee I have power until this gets shot off. I guarantee 118.1 thrust, and a max speed, well right now I have a 2.5 max thrust to mass ratio, which I believe is the maximum. I read that the other day. And I can use these, let's see. Slow her down, slow her down, slow her down. So I'm still not entirely sure about having what I'm calling independent modules. There. I think I like that better than that showing. But I think the more I think about them, the more I like them. There we go. It almost looks like it's fins, I guess. Oh, no, I don't want to use blue lights. I want to use... Can actually throw in another couple of capacitors there. Ice crystals. I forgot about ice. Crystals? Is that going to give me a nice... Yeah, that's going to give me a nice... Not a quite as bright, but a nice blue hue. Alright, I like that. Okay. So let's... throw some handles on here so we can grab it. So apparently I am fond of making weirdly shaped modules. And... That's not right. Okay, that should... Actually... Yeah, well, we want those. Alright, that's what... to 5 wide. 5 wide. 5, 7 tall. It's probably only actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, the way I built this one, since it's all... I could get away without the little handles. Okay, I'm going to try to do that then. And we want to go... Forget how long this thing was. Copy. So 12? Looks like it's 14. Come on. Yeah. And let's save it as a RUSD, thruster, independent, 3 by 3 by 3. That's gonna refer to the reactor size. I'll probably give it some sort of nifty name like I did the Speed Demon. I should be able to paste that down. Okay, I did grab one of the handles. Alright. The handles on the back end were probably a good idea. Alright. I should move really fast. I should actually probably be moving... Huh. Ratio to mass dropped. I guess the armor is heavier than I thought. Anyway, those are just a few ideas and a quick example of a independently powered module. I'll be exploring this a little more next time, and I'll see you then. I've been JW608, and this has been Starmade.